This tutorial is about how to create your Oceania map. The map rules are attached to the assignment, and also there are 4 pages from the National Geographic Atlas, as well as an outline map to give you some assistance. So please make sure you look at those as well. These directions or rules are designed to work in order from 1 till the end. And so start from the beginning. What you're going to do first is shade gray the rest of, all of Asia, so not to confuse it with what our focus is of the map. So here's the outline map that you were given, and because we are in blended learning, all of these extra South Pacific islands are identified, and you will actually have very limited number of countries that you have to identify. But right here is the dividing point in this island. This is Papua New Guinea, and all of this, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, and so on, this is all going to be shaded gray because this is Asia, all right? And so Oceania is Papua New Guinea, Australia, New Zealand, this collection of South Pacific islands, as well as the Hawaiian Islands. Now, the next thing that it actually asks you to do is circle and label these regions of the South Pacific Islands. So there's Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia. This Melanesia comes from melanin, which is skin pigmentation, and the idea is that on these islands you will find dark-skinned individuals. So Melanesia is the name of this group. Micro means small. So this collection of islands is petite islands, and Polynesia is a collection of multiple islands together as a chain, oftentimes from volcanic eruption and then tectonic plate movement. So let's take a look at this map, and you can see it's in black, all caps, Micronesia. So these islands here, which many of them are atolls. That's one of your vocabulary words that you'll find out what it is. So a reef growing to the surface of the ocean and then dying because it's exposed to so much oxygen and air, and that coral becomes white sand. And these are not large islands. This group right here is what I was referring to, Melanesia. So these are islands that have its inhabitants or the native people are dark pigmented. And then Polynesia are groups of islands that are created from volcanic eruptions in the Ring of Fire, and then the plate moves. And so we've got all kinds of lines of islands, and many of them working together as the same country. All right, let's go back to our rules here and moving down. So there are quite a few different lines, latitude and longitude, you have to put on the map. We've given you some assistance by showing you where the equator is, where both tropics are, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, and then identifying 15 north, 15 south, 30 south, and 45 south. But there are many more that you have to identify as far as lines of longitude. So none of the lines of longitude, except for the international date line, are on the map, outline map for you. So you need to put these on there. It's going to come in handy when you get to step 4 of making your map. You only have to identify Australia, the Hawaiian Islands, which is the 50th state of the United States, New Zealand, and then Papua New Guinea. However, you do need to identify the states of Australia and New Zealand. There are quite a few waterways that you need to identify. They're listed here, and then landforms listed here. There are 2 deserts, 2 mountain ranges, the barrier reef, which is in the ocean, and then a lowland. And I'll show you those, I'll point those out on the outline map. You do need to create a symbol and use brown for the symbol and also for the label. For map elements, number 2, please put a title on your map. Compass rose, and these are what you need to highlight in the key, okay? You need to have a symbol for your national capital, deserts, valley or lowland, mountains, and then there are some human migration arrows that are going here. This is the section where you're going to type the capitals, and Number 4, section number 4, has to do with identifying the cities that are at the following latitude, longitude coordinates. And the attached maps, so I'm going to pull one of these up here. These attached maps are going to help you to identify what city, for instance, what city in Australia or what city in New Zealand. Oh, this is going to be located at those coordinates. So use these other two pages, 118 and 119, to help you find what city is located at these coordinates. Finally, step 5 has you creating human migration arrows. So the extra significance or meaning that you're going to convey through your map is how did humans get here and when? So there are various colors you're going to use here, and at different times they migrated from certain island groups to others. And so you're going to see the most recent being here at 300 AD, heading to French Polynesia and then Hawaii. So the natives that came to these two island groups is actually quite recent. All right, so if you have any questions, make sure you ask and use all the resources that are available. Good luck.